What's up, Clemson Nation? What's up, Falcons Nation, guys? I want to talk about a few things, just a quick update on some stuff. First of all, everybody watched the Falcons game, and we've seen a ton of good playoff games, ton of them, and that one still tops them all. Still tops them all. You know, just it felt so much like the Clemson LSU game. It was kind of like the Panthers Falcons game in the Dome earlier this year, and we come out as hot as ever, 20-0 halftime lead. Offense is rolling. Wish we could have gotten some touchdowns when we got field goals, but and then we get up 27-7 in the second half. All looks well. We get a little conservative. Start playing bad on offense, defense, and Russell Wilson, just an excellent player. I mean, he could be the Rookie of the Year in my opinion. I mean, I'd probably vote him Rookie of the Year if I could. Just an amazing comeback. He did everything he possibly could to come back and win that game for him with the come ahead touchdown with 31 seconds left. But Matty Ice and the Falcons had one more. You can't leave the Falcons offense that much time. When they start clicking, it's just going to be fun. And the thing about Matt Bryant's kick, he misses the practice kick when the Seahawks call a timeout. And, he said he got the inspiration for making this kick. Supposedly, it's been on some sites. He got the inspiration from watching the Clemson LSU game and Catanzara's kick the last second to beat LSU. And, he does the same thing right down the middle. Falcons win their first playoff game in the Matt Ryan era. And we have the 49ers next week. Should be a good game, but I think, obviously, the Falcons will win, and I'm going to say Falcons by a touchdown in this one. Now let's move on to some Clemson basketball, guys. Clemson gets its first conference win Saturday against Virginia, 59-44. I think defense played great. From three-pointers, that's really what kills us, hurts us, kills us. If we're not shooting good for three like in the Duke game, the Florida State game, we just got behind so big early in both of those games. We couldn't come back. Obviously, Duke, number one team in the country at Cameron Indoor. There was no coming back from that. Florida State, we had an opportunity. Some mistakes down at the end of the game, some huge mistakes that cost us that game. We could easily be 2-1 in the conference if not for that. The Virginia game, everything went pretty good. The defense did what they did. Finally, a team comes into Littlejohn, a good team comes into Littlejohn and does not shoot lights out. Florida State shot lights out. Purdue shot lights out. We finally have one that comes in and does not shoot lights out. So that was huge for us to get this win. We have Wake Forest tomorrow in Littlejohn. Wake Forest is another solid team this year. Solid, not great. Clemson should win in Littlejohn and improve to 2-2, but you never know. Milton Jennings had a breakout game last game after struggling immensely. Devin Booker actually had not that great of a game, but he was huge in the Duke game, counted for most of our points, and played great in the Florida State game. He is a beast this year, and he's just waiting for this young team to start playing up to its potential, which I think will be able to happen with all the younglings coming in here. Rod Hall playing point guard right now, and we have all the freshmen. Harrison played a good game. He's the transfer from BYU. We had Filer. I think he started his first game. It was either this game or the Duke game was his first start. Great game by a lot of people. As far as recruiting goes, recruiting weekend was this weekend. We had some big names in here, all defensive players, or pretty much all of them. Most of them are, at least the prospects. We had a bunch of commits here too. We had Montravius Adams. He's going to be a beast defensive tackle. Hoping we can land him. We had Carl Lawson, number 2 prospect in the country. According to ESPN, he's committed to Auburn, trying to switch him. Just some big names coming in here. And I am really happy with this recruiting class. We didn't get Kandichi, but we're making up for him in a big way in this recruiting class. We've had some decommits on offense, but we have some great offense commits coming in 2014 with Deshaun Watson. He's going to be I think he'll be the number 1 quarterback in next year's class. He's already committed to Clemson. Hopefully we can keep him. And just this recruiting class is shaping up. The defense, boys, another thing, Shaq Lawson, who was the number 1 prep prep player in the country last year. He's finally being admitted, and the NCAA's cleared him, so he's going to be a beast this year. This defense, boys, is about to get nasty in the upcoming years. Y'all should have taken, if you haven't taken a shot at us, I'm sorry, because you're not going to beat us for a while. Clemson will be a very good defensive team and offensive team moving forward. Just a lot to be happy for, a lot to look forward to. The future is very bright for Clemson. The future is bright for Atlanta. Hopefully we can get to the Super Bowl after beating the 49ers in the NFC Championship. Clemson baseball coming up. Basketball keeps rolling. Hopefully we can, pick it up in here, get to a postseason tournament. So that's that. Go Tigers. Go Falcons. Let's get it done.